yeah, and you should be happy as fuck.
What's up, my hippies? It's me, Emily, and today we're going to be talking about what I've changed about my health in 2020. So I've been on a mental health journey for the past year. I started going to therapy. I'm pretty sure I started going in February or March of 2019, and I've been going consistently every month since then. And I think that plays a big role in the changes that I've made so far in 2020. It's so weird to say 2020. I'm still not used to that yet. I feel like I'm in Back to the Future and I'm in the future right now. But I kind of want to talk about my behaviors before in the past years that I thought were healthy and the behaviors that I'm doing now that I think are more healthy, because we can always do some reflecting as humans and look back at things that maybe we were doing that weren't so healthy for us and kind of acknowledge where we were kind of going wrong in the past. And it's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging your mistakes and changing your behaviors to become a healthier person. There's nothing wrong with that. The most important part about it is that you're not shaming yourself or really having like self-loathe towards yourself for making mistakes. We are all human and we are all allowed to make mistakes in our lives. There's not a manual that we're given that says this is how you do life. We kind of just have to figure it out as we go and do our best, but we also want to be making healthy decisions while we go through life. Okay, so I went through a breakup in, I think, like 2015. I was with that person for almost about 4 years. It was really hard for me to go through. It was something that really affected me. Right before we got into a relationship, my grandpa passed away, and that was also really hard. So I went from dealing with my grandpa's death by jumping into a relationship that I thought was healthy that turns out wasn't, and then that relationship ended, and I think like all of that trauma kind of hit me like full force in 2015, and it was extremely hard to go through. It was something that definitely made me a stronger person, and I think that I wouldn't be who I am today without going through those experiences. But it was very difficult. It was something that I don't want to go through again. Really, I really don't want to go through a double whammy like that, and I don't think I ever gave myself time to deal with the emotions that I was feeling. I think I kind of put a blanket on top of them and said I'll deal with this at a different time. That's kind of how I dealt with it. So back then I thought I was making healthy decisions. I was living with family and they were helping me to at least have a place to live and support myself while I was making healthier decisions. I started to work out. I started to eat healthy. I had been vegetarian for a year and a half at that point, so I was on my way to eating healthier. I made the transition to going vegan that year, and it kind of cut down my calories really quickly. So I was working out every single day. I was restricting my calories. I was calorie counting. I really wanted to lose the weight. I was so determined, which is a great thing to have. It's so good to have that determination, and it's so good to have that drive. Now, here's where it gets a little bit tricky and difficult. Is that my cat back there? Yes. Look how cute. Oh. It gets a little bit difficult because I would shame myself. So I would tell myself that if I didn't eat this amount of calories, that I was failing, that I was doing a bad job, that I needed to stick with the diet and stick with the exercise routine if I wanted to be skinny and if I wanted to look good. And those are not things that are healthy to be saying to yourself. So yes, I was working out, which is awesome. Yes, I was eating healthy, which is awesome, but I also was holding myself to a standard that was so high. Nobody had these standards for me. I set my own standards. I said that if I didn't eat healthy every single day for every single meal, and if I didn't work out every day, that I was failing. That was my standard. Nobody had this rule for me. I put that rule into effect. So I was not treating myself with self-love, and I thought the whole time that I was making healthy changes and healthy decisions for my life. So I lost a lot of weight. So I continued that same routine from about July of 2015 to about December of 2015, working out every day, eating healthy every day. I hardly ever had a cheat meal. If I did, it was like once every few weeks, and it was like one thing that I would allow myself. I lost weight at a rapid pace. I think I lost about 60 to 65 pounds in that time frame. And when the holidays hit, I kind of fell off of that healthy lifestyle. I wanted to eat the holiday food that I was really used to eating. And yes, it was vegan. Everything I had was vegan. I didn't cheat in that aspect. So I started eating, you know, brownies and fake turkey and pretty much anything that I could get my hands on that reminded me of Thanksgiving that was also vegan. I was shoveling that into my face. I remember thinking that, okay, I'm sick and tired of this exercise and restrictive diet. I'm just gonna eat vegan food, and that's gonna be healthy enough for me to not have to do this anymore. So I don't know why I thought that. I don't know what in my head changed, but I think that it was the high standards that I put on myself. When you talk badly to yourself every single day and you hold yourself to such a high standard, it's really hard to stick with something when you are being the bad coach to yourself. And I didn't have anyone in my life to tell me, hey, you're not treating yourself as well as you think you are. So I did the opposite. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna work out as much. I'm only gonna work out when I want to or when I need to, if I have time to, and I'm gonna eat pretty much whatever I want as long as it's vegan and semi-healthy. So I stopped counting calories. I stopped working out every single day. You know, I went on with my life, and my life has kind of been that way for the past 5 years. I have not really been counting calories. I haven't really been exercising for those 5 years. I kind of just have let my weight be whatever it is, and surprisingly, I've kept off quite a bit of the weight that I lost originally. Now, I have gained some weight back because I'm not exercising and I'm not eating as healthy as I could. So that was kind of all in 2019. When 2020 hit, I wanted to have some better goals for myself. I wanted to do what I did last time, but not hold myself to such a high standard. I wanted to exercise, I wanted to eat healthier, and I wanted to do all of that in a way that was comfortable for me and in a way where I didn't feel like it was something that I had to do. That's always what I've ever wanted. I've always wanted it to be something that I just did for myself, and I didn't feel like I had to do it. And when 2020 hit, I swear to God, I swear that the next day from 2019 to 2020, something in my mind changed. December was a really hard month for me. I don't know why. I think maybe it was just the holidays. I literally fell into the deepest, darkest place in December. Like, probably darker than I ever have in my entire life in December. And when 2020 hit, I swear that the next day, it's like I really woke up with a clear mind. And people are making jokes about 2020 being the year of clear vision. No, like, I literally woke up with a whole new mindset. I don't know what happened from December to January, but I have been so happy. I have been naturally so happy. And yes, I still have days where I feel sad and I feel angry, but those are just human emotions. I literally feel happy. I don't have anxiety going on in my head. There's like little to no anxiety on a daily basis. I am just me. I'm just me. It's absolutely insane. Now, I know that it's because I've been in therapy and I've been working on stuff like that, but I was not expecting to literally wake up and just feel like a different person. Every single New Year resolution I have is to eat healthier, lose weight, drink more water. That's always my New Year's resolution. But this past year, from when I started therapy till now, I think the goal has just been to love myself and to do things because I love myself. And that has been helping me so much more than sticking to this diet, this exercise, this high standard routine that is just going to lead me to fail anyways. I've been making healthier eating decisions, and I've been working out a few times a week, And I'm kind of just starting there. And I'm not doing it because I feel like I have to, or because there's some kind of standard that I'm holding over my head. I'm doing it because I want to show myself that I love myself. If I take away the whole I want to be skinny, I want to be smaller, if I take that out of it and just look at myself for who I am and say I want to eat these healthy fruits and vegetables because I love myself and I want to show my body that I love myself, that makes it so much easier than saying, oh, I have to eat this because this is the only way that I'm ever going to be skinny. I don't know if that makes any sense what I'm trying to say. I just know that what I was doing in the past, it was healthy to some extent, but it was also very, very, very damaging to my mentality. This past year has kind of awoken me into this new mindset that I want to do things because they're healthy for me. I want to do things because I love myself. I don't really know like where I'm going with this. I just know that I no longer want to hold myself to such a high standard, and I think it's super important that everyone is aware of when they're doing that, because we all do it. No matter what the task is, we hold ourselves to these high standards, and then we wonder why we're failing. If we just have compassion towards ourselves and say, hey, I'm only human and I can only do so much and I need to know when I need to stop, then we might succeed. We might actually get somewhere. I'm making this video because I think a lot of people out there could benefit from hearing this information. I think a lot of people have that mindset where they're holding themselves to this high of a standard when we actually can really only do this as a functioning everyday human. Just please don't forget to recognize when you're holding yourself to that high standard. No one has a fucking rule book that they're holding over your head saying this is how it has to be. If you need to do something and modify something to fit your lifestyle because you need it, that's your body and your mind telling you that you need to modify it. You can't always push yourself and do the things that other people are doing because you're not them. You are you. You need to do things for yourself. You need to do things the way that your body and your mind is telling you to do them. So I hope that 2020 is the year where we can all figure that out. I don't know if anyone else is going through this miraculous clear vision mindset that I'm going through right now. It's absolutely insane. I haven't felt like this in such a long time, and I just feel overall really good and really honestly proud of myself. I have to give a lot of thanks to my therapist because she's absolutely amazing, and I don't know if I would be where I'm at right now. Oh, we're getting emotional. I don't know if I'd be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for her. So I know she's not gonna watch this, but I just feel like I have to give her some sort of recognition for bringing out my true self again, and I haven't had that in a really long time. So I'm really excited to be on this journey and to continue it and to see where it takes me. I'm sorry, I'm like trying not to cry because I'm not sad. I'm actually like very happy. A lot of good things have come from this, and it's been a journey that I do not regret whatsoever. I appreciate you guys being here with me on this journey. It's definitely been a roller coaster. I know that I've been off and on YouTube for the past couple years now, and part of that is because of my mental health, and I never want to force myself to make videos if I'm not feeling like it. But I also want to create content, and the most important thing is creating content that I'm proud of and that I know people are going to benefit from. And even if I can just benefit one person from watching these videos, I've done my job for the day, and I will always live with that mantra in mind. I do appreciate you guys watching this video and being here. If you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Friday, sometimes Saturdays. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.